Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Alright, happy hello Pisces, and happy birthday, happy solar return to all you Pisces out there. I'm shooting this in the morning and the light is a little funky. I wonder if this is going to help. I don't know that it did. I'm going to be doing the reading for you guys today for the month of March, and I'll be using the Rider-Waite, probably the last, not Rider-Waite, Hanson-Roberts. Probably the last month I'm going to use the Hanson-Roberts because my deck is nearing completion. Some hair in here. And then we're going to pull a card from the Animal Totem card, or the Beast Mistress Animal Totem card, which is my creation. If you're interested in any of that stuff, look in that info thing up there, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep up with the videos. The book is on Amazon. If you go below, you can find a link to that. I hope that everybody gets a message. If you don't get a message, because these are general readings, you might want to check your rising sign and your other one, your moon, rising and moon. You know, I did that video about the rising sign, and that's for astrology. I really just look at my rising sign, but I do look at, if I'm looking at other people's videos, I do look at my rising sign and my sun sign both, and a lot of people look at the moon. So if you don't get a message in this one, maybe you're going to get a message in one of the others. Let's get this shuffle on. What's going on for Pisces? Death in reverse. Pisces, March 2016. Okay, Pisces, March 2016. These couple here want to pop out too. Pisces for March 2016. Alright, here we go. You know, I usually tell everybody this every year, every month, whose ever birthday falls under this. But you Pisces, you know, this solar return is super important. Forget about January 1st, the new year. Your birthday and your new moon is the most important time for doing all your manifestation for the coming year. Anything that you're wanting to do, your plans you want to do, new things that you want to implement, new. This is it. And this year is even more so, more important than some of the other years, because there's going to be a new moon eclipse in your sign on March 8th. So mark your calendars for March 8th. And then, of course, your own birthday is your solar return. Important dates for manifesting and creating your reality for the coming year, what you want to do with yourself. Okay, let's start up here. First card out is Death in reverse. Now that means, you know, you're having trouble letting go of something, you know, a lot of times. Death is, you've got to let it, death is change, and you move on to the next phase, and it's not a bad card. Death is a natural, part of the natural process of life, right? So in reverse, it's saying that there's a resistance to letting go of something. And it seems as if a lot of it has to do with finances. It's just like, because this can be worried about money. Actually, you should take a look at this. And to me, what does his face look like? That's what I always do with this card. Does his face seem worried or relieved or happy or stressed? And that tells a lot about it. To me, when I looked at it, it seemed like I'm stressed about it. In reverse, though, it says there's going to be a release. You know, you're not going to have to worry about that. So I think some of you have been staying in this situation or been reluctant or afraid to change because of, well, I can't afford to make a change. Well, it looks like this month you really could. Chariot is in the deck, in the cards here, and this is one of the best cards in the entire deck. It's the highest success card in the entire deck, the Chariot. Chariot is rising above, victory and triumph, the phoenix rising from the ashes, the new you, which of course at this time of year, like I just said, this is the time of the new you. After 4 rounds in reverse, after a time of being, you know, inward. So you've been inward, and then you're going to come outward, you know. Four of Rods is a healing time, a waiting time. A lot of times it could be 4. Could have been 4 weeks, 4 years, 4 months. You know, some 4 number could be part of the equation. Not only do you have the Chariot in this spread, you also have the World, and you have Wheel of Fortune upright. So I mean, this is you've got a really nice spread here. There's a few obstacles, you know, aren't there always? You know, this guy's in reverse here, right? And if I was to continue this row out here, he's looking at him. He meaning you, okay? This person is you. Looking at this guy with worry, apprehension, being on guard about this person. And maybe you should be. Okay? And they got Emperor in reverse. So, okay, if you've never seen my spreads before, these readings, the people cards, the court cards, which are the people, knights, queens, kings, all that. I say he because it's a man in the card, but it could be a male, female, whoever, because these general readings are just, there's too many people we're dealing with here. So this person, he's Emperor in reverse, so he seems like this is the same, describing the same person, I feel. Controlling, dominating. You do need to be on guard about this person, you know. This may be the situation that you've been trying to get out of, because very often the King of Pentacles, or the Pentacle people in general, are people that you deal with through money and work, because there's the Pentacles, that's the money. So a lot of times this might be your boss or your client, or, you know, somebody that you've got to deal with in a professional manner. So there's that going on, right? So that's the only obstacle that I see. Everything else is like, it's like whew, free time here, time to be free. 8 of Rods, releasing undue stress and worry. You know, the soulmate card shows right up in there too. So love should be happening too, or maybe there's a soulmate that has to do with this big change that you're making. Seems to be more career-oriented, but you know, it could be too. People don't stay in relationships because of money all the time. Well, I can't afford to live on my own if I'm going to get killed in the divorce, or, you know, I'm not going to get the child support, or, you know, there's always, a lot of times there's money stuff too related to relationships. So, excuse me 1 second. Whatever this change is, it could happen this month, and it's big. With Chariot, it's big. And Wheel of Fortune also says timing is right. Wheel is an awesome card, upright especially. The Wheel of Fortune, it's Fortuna, meaning fortunate, you know, good. It's fortune. Whenever the wheel shows up, things are always on the upswing too. You know, when the wheel's down, things are kind of down. And when the wheel turns up, it's like time to go. It's go time, right? And there's some kind of offer coming around with this too. So it's fate stepping in. And Wheel is timing to the max. And with the eclipse in your sign, and it being your solar return, and even if your rising sign or whatever, it's in your first house. This still applies if you in the astrology. So yeah, it's time. It's go time. Time to make your plans. Time to implement your plans. With the World in the spread, this could be bigger, better, more than you ever anticipated. The World is probably one of the best cards in the deck, if not the best card in the deck. It's saying it could be bigger. You're only limited by your own thoughts and beliefs here. Notice how these both have these things on their head, too. She's got the blindfold, but he's got the headband. There's something about that. I don't know. I'm not sure what it means, but maybe it means something to somebody. Okay, so time to make the change. It's long overdue, it seems like. You know, it's been long overdue. The money's going to show up somehow. I mean, I don't have any more Pentacle cards down here, but with Wheel of Fortune and Chariot both are saying the money will be there. You're going to be in a way better place than you are right now. And again, only thing that's holding you back is your own belief. This is big time tied into your belief systems. And taking other people's opinions too much to heart, or too much into account. This person has ulterior motives. They want to keep you where you're at because it benefits them. That's what I feel about this Emperor or King of Pentacles character over here. They're maybe feeding you doubt or trying to make you small, because then if you did this, then you'd be flying with the eagles. You would not be under their control anymore, And there's an eagle on this card too, and an eagle on this card, or some kind of bird. These both have the 4 elements on them too. This is a symbol of Aquarius, of Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, the fixed signs. I never really noticed that before. Although I've noted it individually, I never really noted that before. Well, maybe, maybe there's somebody who is a fixed sign that is going to help with some of this stuff, which again would be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Could also be talking about the times of the year. Something that's happened between Aquarius and Taurus. Aquarius was January, February, and then Taurus comes in late April, May. Because that's like, these are both circular and turning of the wheel, I feel. So that might be applicable to some of you. I think I got your card here. Grasshopper. Grasshopper! Hey, before I read about the grasshopper, don't forget to check out my channel and everything. If you go up here in the info section, you can find out how to get this animal deck. And below, you can find out how to get the book. And also below, I do have a Rock and Roll Prophetess Facebook page. If you look below this video, it'll be in the information down there. And don't forget over here, if you want to follow me on Facebook to get your notifications, but the best way is always just to subscribe over here. But let's look at your animal totem here, grasshopper. I say this every time this card comes up, but I always think of that Kung Fu show, because the character was, the sage called the dude grasshopper. Anyways, let's read this reading. Health, blessings, fertility, the gift of song. Inspired creations reveal your true spirit. Reincarnation, discovering your soul path. Advancements by leaps and bounds. And that's the biggest thing that I always think of with the grasshopper. They leap from one thing to the other. They may be still for a while. They'll pause on one blade of grass and then leap. They leap to the next one. So this is a time to take the leap. Take the leap, Pisces. There's never been a better time. I mean, take this out of here. And this is, I'll tell you another thing. Well, the Emperor's a major arcana. But these are minor arcana cards. The major arcana are the higher forces are at work. It packs a bigger wallop, than these minor arcana cards. It has more, and especially wheel. It's like, it's time. Death is also a major arcana. It's in reverse. So if you don't take the leap, you may end up stuck. You may end up stuck for 4 more years, 4 more months, 4 more, whatever. So you don't want to do that. Time is on your, and this eclipse in your sign, that's another thing that really pushes that home. This is the time to make that leap. This is the time to go for it. Have faith. Do it. You're like the chariot rising from the ashes. You've been suppressed. Many of you have been suppressed by something over here. These all tie into that. The offers that are coming could be offers in the physical world from a soulmate. Some of you might be getting married even, with this. When these two show together, sometimes it's a marriage proposal. But this can also be coming from spirit, just ideas. Release this fear, and bam, it's just going to open, wide open for you guys. It could this month, okay? Alright, Pisces, thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting, everything you do. I read all the comments all the time. I don't always respond, but I always read them. And I try to, if stuff keeps coming up in the comments, I'll try to put it in, videos too. Take out my stuff, and remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great birthday month, a great new moon on the 8th in your sign, eclipse time, and I'll talk to you soon.